So today's climb is for firefighter Jonathan Hohmann, John to his family, to take him up, finish footsteps. He was last working at Tower 1 around the 2nd to 12th floor area. So I'm taking him all the way to the 110. This is the second time I've actually carried Jonathan. In 2015, I took him vertical at the Tucson's Climb for the Fallen 9/11 Memorial Stair Climb. So this is the second time I've taken him vertical. And right now I'm taking him 110. For his wife Rosemary and sons Matthew and Gregory, your husband and father will not be forgotten. To honor a 13-year career with the FDNY. He served in the Marine Division, on the ladder, all the way to Hazmat 1, housed with Squad 288 out of Queens. This is his 110. And here we go. Taking our brother to the top vertical. This is the 343 commitment and still counting climb for John Hohmann, Hazardous Materials Company number 1. Hazmat and Squad 288 out of Queens. Lost 19. This is carrying them to the top of the tower, finishing their footsteps with honor and respect given during the climb. For John Hohmann, we're going vertical. Left behind his wife Rosemary and 2 sons Matthew and Gregory. He was on Hazmat Company number 1 and a dedicated father who daily read the Bible and was very involved in his church. So like I said before, had a 13-year career with the FDNY. There's Jonathan right here. He was on Marine Division, and then got up to Hazmat Company 1, which is an extremely specialized unit. The only hazmat response in the FDNY that covers all 5 boroughs. Specially trained technicians and specialists handling a simple hazmat all the way up to a weapon of mass destruction. Hazmat Company 1 is a response unit along with Squad 288 out of Maspeth, Queens. This is carrying another brother of the 19 that were lost on 9/11 from that house. Pushing him up to the top vertical to the 110th floor. And the 153rd climb of the 343 commitment is still counting. Upon finishing this, I'm at 190 left. Counting down to the halfway point of the journey. For Brother Jonathan Hohmann and Hazmat Company 1, Squad 288. This climb is dedicated to Hazmat Company 1, Squad 288, his wife Rosemary, and sons Matthew and Gregory. She will never be forgotten. As I said previously, at the beginning of this climb, this is actually the second time I'm climbing 110 floors for Brother Hohmann. September 2015, I climbed for him in the Climb for the Fallen Tucson 9/11 climb. But this is his 343 commitment and still counting climb. And right now I'm carrying him to the top. Symbolically going vertical. So his legacy will live on, and he will never be forgotten. Pushing him up towards that 110. A family man, a brother, John Hohmann was devout to his church, and his wife Rosemary said that every day he would leave for work at 5 in the morning, and he would pray and read his Bible. On the morning of 9/11, John went to work, and prior to, he read the Bible, and from what I understand, it was Daniel 3, where it talks about 3 men being put into a fiery furnace, but there was a 4th person within that, and his wife was saying that he's home with God right now, based on his faith. For John Hohmann, we climb. For Hazmat Company 1, Squad 288, we go vertical. So our brothers will never be forgotten. This is a journey that was started, that will not finish until all have been taken to the top. This is the 343 commitment, and still counting, which following the initial 343, the 9/11 sickness memorial climbs will begin. And this is for John Hohmann. For his wife Rosemary and sons Matthew and Gregory. We will not forget the sacrifice made on 9/11 so that others could live. The legacy will live forward. It will always be in our hearts and our minds. We made a promise and commitment to never forget. And this promise is going to continue to be kept. For Jonathan Hohmann, Hazmat Company 1, we're going vertical. And it's getting hot in here. Pushing them all the way to the top. My brother, not forgotten. Starting to fog up a little bit, but we got this. This is the 153rd climb since I started this journey to honor and remember. On completion, 190 brothers are left to carry of the original 343. Pushing them all the way to that 110. Finishing their footsteps. So Jonathan Hohmann was not only part of the Marine Division, he was part of the most specialized hazardous materials company in all of New York. Hazmat Company 1 housed with Squad 288 out of Queens. They took a heavy loss on 9/11 with 19. They made the ultimate sacrifice. This is to give honor and respect to a master mechanic who off duty worked in a trucking company in Queens, a dedicated father, a 13-year veteran of the FDNY, who made the ultimate sacrifice so that others could live. And right now, we're going vertical for Jonathan Hohmann, known as John to his family. Got a lot of climbing in the summer. Getting all foggy again. But we're not stopping until we reach that top vertical. Pushing them all the way up for John Hohmann, Hazmat Company 1, housed with Squad 288 out of Queens. First time going vertical for John. Climbed for the Fallen in Tucson in 2015, and now it's his climb. Going to the 110 again. Pushing him all the way to the top. Sweating it off this time. Every step, one closer to another brother vertical. All right, just completed the 4th set of verticals out of 7. right at 15 minutes of this climb. Got about another complete half to go, and this climb will be complete. For Hazmat Company number 1, Jonathan Hohmann. Our brother, a father, master mechanic, specialist in hazmat. His legacy will live on, and he will not be forgotten. For Jonathan Hohmann. Right here. This is why I climb, right here. Another brother carried to the 110th floor. Pushing him to that top vertical. 110th. Symbolic as it is, he's going vertical with me right now. Three more verticals, a little bit of a down, and off we go for Jonathan Hohmann. For his wife Rosemary, sons Matthew and Gregory, your husband and father will never be forgotten. His legacy will be carried forward. We made a promise to never forget, and this journey is that commitment to keep our brothers alive, to show honor and respect, carry forward their legacies, and always remember the sacrifice made so that others could live. And upwards of 25,000 were saved because of the bravery and heroism shown on that day. Pushing it forward. My brother John Hohmann. Getting real foggy right now. Going to the top. Okay, reach the 5th vertical now. "72 floors, just under 20 minutes. So I'm on track, as I normally am, on this climb. And boy, it is getting hot in here. Pushing up 153rd. A journey that's getting closer toward the halfway point. Going to the 110 for John Hohmann, Hazmat Company 1, which covers the entire 5 boroughs of the city of New York. The most specialized technicians and specialists of any hazmat company out there. Able to handle small hazmats all the way up to weapons of mass destruction, as you've seen in the news. They respond. While I was in New York City, Hazmat Company 1 responded to the 9/11 memorial to a chlorine leak out of one of the pools. This is to give honor and respect to our brothers making those responses. To give honor and respect to Jonathan Hohmann and his ultimate sacrifice in Tower 1 made that others could live, along with 342 other brothers. And those who have followed with 9/11 illness and sickness. They will never be forgotten. A promise on this journey that will not be broken. Trying to get some of this fog off. Pushing him up to that vertical. All the way to the top. For Hazmat Company 1, Squad 288. Coming up on that 6th vertical. Being finished. Alright. They're on just a tiny bit. Maybe 6 floors. Last break before the last vertical. See if I can get rid of a little bit of that condensation real quick. Pushing them all the way up. For honor and respect. For Rosemary, his wife. For Matthew and Gregory, his sons. John Hohmann will not be forgotten. He was in the Marine Division, Hazmat Company 1, gave 13 years of service to the citizens of New York, along with being a master mechanic and devout to his faith. He knows he's with God right now, according to his wife. This is the 343 commitment and still counting climb for Brother Jonathan Hohmann, Hazardous Materials Company number 1, Squad 288, out of Queens. And here we go on that last vertical. For Brother Jonathan Hohmann. Hazardous Materials Company number 1, Squad 288, out of Queens. As I said before, the combined house lost 19 brothers who made that ultimate sacrifice within the 343 so that others could live. Hazmat Company 1 was on scene in 18 minutes. And they were up Tower 1. Between the 2nd and 12th floor. From what I read. Carrying them all the way up. To the very top. Not forgetting the sacrifice. Never forgetting the legacy left behind. This is the 343 commitment, and still counting. 110 story memorial stair climb for Jonathan Hohmann. Going vertical to the 110th floor. This is the little bit of a cool down phase now. For the 110th story climb. For brother Jonathan Hohmann. Right here. This is his. Going to the top. The second time. Went vertical in 2015. Climbed for the Fallen in Tucson. So I'm officially taking him up 220 floors with the other climb involved. This is his 110. And we're so close now. Six floors left. Is all we got. For our brother. For his wife Rosemary. And sons Matthew and Gregory. Your husband and father will never be forgotten. A promise made. A commitment kept. This is now the third climb of this tour, to which I'll be headed out after I'm done grabbing a shower until the next shift. My brother being carried with honor and respect. Jonathan Hohmann, 13-year career with the FDNY. Husband and father, devout to his faith, master mechanic. His legacy will live on. The 153rd climb of the commitment to carry 343. And afterwards, the 9/11 Hills memorial climbs will commence. Taking him all the way to the 110th floor. Not stopping until we reach that top. And we're so close right now. Pushing him with each and every step all the way to the top. For Jonathan Hohmann. Hazmat Company number 1, Squad 288, Mathis, Queens. Brother, you've reached the top. John Hohmann, rest in peace, my brother. We've got it from here.